Welcome back, guys, to episode 7 of Chelsea's Millions. Paul, we're really cracking on with these, ain't we? Don't forget to hit that like button just to promote the video a little bit. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to keep seeing the videos that I'm releasing. So today we are going to play Manchester United in the league and Aston Villa. We also have transfer deadline day, and we can go over any of the moves that we've done since the transfer special. Let's get straight into things. So the first thing we're going to get to see today is the Champions League draw. We'll get to see who we get, and I think we are seeded for this in the first pot, so let's find out what group we're in. I'm hoping for a fairly easy tie. So we're Group A. It means every time we're going to come up against someone we can beat against any of the second seeds. Just having a look through the second seeds. Dortmund I wouldn't mind. Ajax I wouldn't mind. Seville, Napoli, Lyon. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind any of them. The only one I don't want is Madrid. And I can't play the English team, so I ain't got to worry about them either. Dortmund, not too bad. We've just took Sancho off from Remember in the summer. Haaland in January last year, so they ain't the Dortmund that they once were. Ajax are playing Atletico Madrid, Lyon and Juventus, Man United, Barcelona. Group D's heating up as a potentially tough group. Group E, Seville will play Porto, Liverpool, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Arsenal. Well, we're getting some big groups being shown here. PSG, Napoli. So third seeds, anyone we want to avoid in there? Probably Inter Milan would be about the major ones we'd like to avoid in there. And it's Benfica, so that's not too bad. Dortmund and Benfica in our group. Marseille join Atletico Madrid and Ajax. Bayer Leverkusen in Group C. It's Red Bull Salzburg in with Barcelona and Manchester United. Inter in with Seville and Porto. Dynamo Kiev in with Liverpool and Bayern. Celtic in with Madrid and Arsenal, which leaves Besiktas in with PSG and Napoli. Final draw, we'll see any one of these fourth seeds, and I think the only team I want to avoid are probably the Germans. Let's have a look. Mainly because I can't say their name. Lokomotiv Moscow, not a problem at all. And let's quickly run through these. And then we can have a look at what group looks tough. Is there a group of death in there? I think if you were going to say a group of death in all of that, you'd probably be looking at Group D. Atalanta have really come on as a strong side, so any one of them three I could see going through. I think Salzburg will definitely finish bottom of that group, and then you'll be looking at any one of them that will drop into third. We'll have to wait and see what happens. So there's confirmation of our group. I forgot to show you before we went into all of that what's happened so far this season, so we'll quickly go over that. We played Liverpool in the Community Shield and got a 1-0 win there. West Ham in the league where we won 3-0, then beat Fulham 2-0, and then beat Southampton 6-0. We've been on a really strong start to this season, and Haaland has been really good himself. He's been bagging goals like they're going out of business. I mean, you can look here and you can see Haaland 6 goals already this season, 7.62 average rating. He's been very influential in what we've done. And the interesting thing here, our new centre-back, Milan Skriniar, has been fantastic since his start in the league for us. 3 games played, a 7.73 average rating for a centre-back. I am getting the feeling that was money well spent bringing him in, and to be honest with you, we've let Rudiger go and Christensen, and between them they have paid for Skriniar outright, so we've not got any sort of balance to pay on him. Coming in for a maximum of 48 million once Yeah, potential cost 48 million with add-ons. I think Rudiger went for 41 million, Christensen 22 million. So we've brought this world-class centre-back in for two centre-backs that were sort of on the level, but not at the stage you'd want them at. So we're about to splash out a massive 66 million on Max Aarons from Norwich. He will be playing as a backup to Reece James. At the moment, my backup to Reece James is Zabacosta. I'm not happy with Zabacosta. He's not really that great defensively and not that great going forward. He's rounded, but I just don't think he's rounded enough. And a young English player to back up Reece James. Yes, going forward he's not fantastic because of his crossing, but he's a good defender, and I think we can probably focus on his crossing in training and just bring him to the level where, okay, he is a little bit lower than James, which isn't a problem because James is our number one and our captain. So I think James with Aarons as a backup, that's solid and solid for some seasons to come. We'll just get that completed. And the confirmation's gone through, so B- as far as what the fan reaction is to him. We'll get his training set up. Right back, wing back, right back, wing back, attack. And additional focus on crossing. If we can find it, there we go. And we just asked Mount to welcome Aarons to the club. So we're ready for today's game. It's Manchester United. We're at Stamford Bridge, currently top of the league after the first 3 games from the results that we've just shown you. Man United currently sitting 5th. They did lose to Everton on the second game of the season. So we're already in with a bit of a lead over them. Any big games coming up today that we should keep note of? Nothing really. Let's get started. So, quick look at the tactical meeting, the expected team, De Gea in goal. They've got their new centre-back, Luis Felipe, in with Maguire. Greenwood out on the right, Rashford on the left, Martial up front. So, it's going to be quite quick up front. So, here is the side that we're going to go with. We've got Donnarumma in goal, James, Tomori, Skriniar and Chilwell across the back line. That's our normal back line. Valverde and Kovacic in the defensive midfield roles. Usually I'd be playing Mount where Kovacic is, but I just feel Kovacic is probably going to have that little bit more defensive mentality against him. I just feel Kovacic will have a little bit more defensively about him than what Mount will. Havertz is going to play in there as the attacking midfielder. And then we've got Sancho on the right. We're actually going to play Fati on the left ahead of Werner today. It was a tough call. Werner has the pace, but Fati has the technicals. So I'm going to go with Fati today just because Wan-Bissaka is going to be playing right back for them. He's got the pace to keep up with Werner, so I'm hoping that because of Fati's technicals, he's just going to be able to use his technicals to get past Wan-Bissaka. Up top, as normal, Haaland. So, there's the team news for today. Manchester United started with Wan-Bissaka at the back, like we said. Luis Felipe is in at centre-back. Anything else that we need to look at? Not really. I think we'll be alright to go. Pick up where you left off last time. So we're starting this game with a positive mentality, much like most of the games we play. We will push that until about half an hour and then we'll make a decision on how that's going for us. If we need to, we can change up to an attacking mentality, which is what we've done in all 3 Premier League games this season. The only game we haven't done it against was Liverpool in the Community Shield. We stuck with positive throughout and in the end it come good for us. That might be the way to approach the bigger teams. We're yet to create anything yet. United have already had a shot at us. Possession, we've got the possession. looking pretty good at connecting with our passes. We just haven't created anything. Let's get a shout gone. Demand more. Hopefully we can get creating something now. So first highlight of the game, Manchester United with a throw in at the back. Mendy bringing it forward, big long kick upfield. And Rashford taking on his man here into the box. He's headed out. Valverde picks it up. It's gone down the line to Sancho. Sancho cuts inside here. He's got player out on the left. He's got Haaland inside on the right. Sancho's ended up on the left-hand side. And here's Ansu Fati. Now Chilwell. Can he put one into the box? Man staying with him into the box there. And Sancho got the shot off, but De Gea makes the save. So our first shot of the game has caused a highlight. The highlight's not over yet. Big ball forward. Nodded on. Martial's gone round his man. Skinner went sliding across to try and block it. It's ended up with Donnarumma though. And the game remains 0-0. Just need to make sure that we don't allow Manchester United to put too much pressure on us. And they are at the moment. It seems to be very much Manchester United at the minute. I think what I'm going to do is switch it to a cautious mentality. If they're going to be drawing onto us, we'll try and counter with the pace of Sancho on the right hand side and Haaland up top. Sancho. He's put a ball into Valverde. Havertz down to James. James into Sancho. No, it's been cleared. Bruno Fernandes back to Pogba. Pogba back to Maguire. To Pogba. Fabian. Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes to Fabian. Back to Pogba. Through to Fernandes. And across to Fabian. They're making lots of space at the moment. Greenwood. Down the line here, Greenwood into the box as Skriniar clears. He's been fantastic at the back since he's joined us. Pogba's got it in the middle though. And the ball nodded on. Martial's there. I've got suspicion of offside there. The ref is going over to VAR. He has called for a VAR review. There's your confirmation. Goal being checked. And it's a disallowed goal by VAR. Offside, Pogba. Greenwood makes the nod, and you can see there he is quite clearly offside. It's not just a fraction, that is quite clearly. So let's continue, and hopefully our cautious mentality will get something out for us. The possession is starting to raise a little bit for us. But no shots on goal, and now we're starting to lose possession as well. Let's go attacking. Switch it up again. Gave it 10 minutes on the cautious and it weren't doing anything for us. I'm not really sure what else I can change at the moment, because I'm not really a guy for changing the tactics too much. It's just the players. 6.68, 6.67 now for our players. The average ratings just ain't good. I've got a feeling I'm going to be throwing a water bottle at half time. And that is the end of the first half. Expected goal chart. You can see Manu well ahead of us. We haven't even attempted to break them down. Go in there and throw the water bottle. Tell them I'm far from pleased. It's motivated the majority of the side. We've got a highlight straight from kickoff here. Maguire to Ramos. Wow, they've got Ramos in the team. Greenwood. Fabian. And Ramos through. Fabian. Tackle him. Pogba, big ball over the top. Rashford's through. And he's put a little chip over Donnarumma there. 4th goal of the season for Rashford. I don't think there's anything that's going to stop that one being a goal. Straight from kick-off. And me throwing the water bottle just hasn't done anything to get this team firing. De Gea. Ramos. De Gea. Nodded down. Valverde. Kovacic. Big ball out wide. Sancho. Sancho into the box. He's come back out. Kovacic. Through to Haaland. Haaland's found a post. Oh. He had the flag up anyway, the ref. Offside. Going to make a couple of changes very early on in the second half. Fatty's only on at 6.2, so we're going to get Werner on. Who else is underperforming massively? We will also bring on Loftus-Cheek instead of Havertz. Just to try something different. I'm just hoping the pace will show through and hopefully get us something. The expected goals has risen for us. I mean, the way we've played in that first half, I would now take a draw out of this game and see that as a good result. Let's fire up our players. They're all playing with a smile on their face at the moment. Oh man, this is turning into a nightmare. We're not getting any of the highlights. We're not getting any shots off by the looks of it. And I've got this real bad feeling that this game is going to fall away from us. Start to the season's been good. Here's a highlight. Mendy down the line. Bruno Fernandes into the middle. Fabian goes outright to Greenwood. Greenwood taking on his man here. Chilwell, no, it's gone backwards. Pogba, Fabian. Pogba again, out wide to Greenwood again. They keep doing that move. Werner's held up the ball. Kovacic plays the ball through to Werner. Come on, link up with Haaland. Werner still going. Still Werner. Into the box. Back to Chilwell. Ball in now. Haaland's hit it. He's hit the post. Sancho's got the ball in the box. Back across. It's been run down and blocked by Mendy there. Mendy coming forward now on the counter-attack for Manchester United. Valverde intercepts. Back to Tomori. Through to Loftus-Cheek. Haaland. We're still not over here. We've got another opportunity. Kovacic over the top. Sancho into the box and he's hit the side netting. That was the first real look at possibly getting a goal back. We can't make a shout yet. I want to demand more out of the players. Perhaps just another couple of minutes and we'll be able to. Let's demand more from the players. Go very attacking. Going to bring Haaland off for Tammy Abraham. Just something different up top as opposed to relying on sheer pace to get through. Maybe Abraham will have a bit of muscle to hold up play and get others involved. It's clock's running down though, and I just don't think we're getting back into this now. Manchester United have done us by the looks of it. James with a free kick into the box. It's a big deep one and it's come away now, and we've got less players back than they've got coming forward. Bruno Fernandes out to Greenwood. Could we be caught here? Into Rashford. Rashford, he's put it beyond Donnarumma. 2-0 late on, but the refs call for a VAR check. Goal review. And it's going to be chalked off for offside by the looks of it. Yeah. Let's have a look. That is... That's a head offside. He had his head offside. If that was me, I'd be moaning. Right. It looks like that was the last highlight of the game. We've been tucked up at Stamford Bridge. It's not been our greatest display, not by a long shot. First defeat for quite a while, but you can see after half time we definitely started to get back into this game. It was just unfortunate. By the time we started pulling our fingers out, United continued to pull their fingers out. I'm going to go hands in pockets, and I expect to see you all in training tomorrow. Well, after that 1-0 loss leaves us second in the league. We can be caught by Everton, who have got a game in hand on us, and we can be caught to match points by Man City, who've got a game in hand on us. Not the start like last season, where we went unbeaten and on a 100% run until about 11 games in. But hopefully it's only a minor setback. I'll be back with you for the Villa game in a moment. First game of the Champions League has come through, and it is directly after the Villa game. So I'm going to play the Villa game off cam and be back with you for the Benfica game. I'll see you in a moment. So we're back for the Benfica game now, but before that we need to see what happened on transfer deadline day and the transfers that have all gone through. So a quick look at the recent history. We made 2 signings after we left last time. Confirmed Max Aarons to join us for 66 million from Norwich. Max is going to play as a backup to James at right back. And we confirmed this signing. I was not expecting this signing at all. He was on my shortlist and my director of football decided to make a bid for him. And we got him. Now, looking at him, he is just 23. We're just going to call him Victor because there's no way I can pronounce that surname. But if we compare him to Ziyech, who is currently our backup to Sancho, at just 23, we can see he is matching Ziyech all the way around. He's got better speed than Ziyech. His vision isn't quite as good, but his attacking is, his technique is. If we go attributes like for like in that inverted winger on attack role, we can see 5 attributes that he's better than Ziyech on. The rest he's fairly close. I mean, his anticipation's a little bit less and his flair is certainly less, but his physicals are a lot better and his technicals are already a lot better with the potential of improving more. So I think this lad is going to be a signing, especially for the future. I can only see Ziyech staying for this last season and then moving on anyway. So I think it's a good time to bring him in, and we got him for, on the cheap, £18 million. And he's already valued at 35 million. So certainly a move that was worth doing. As far as the guys that we let go since the last time you were here, few loans have gone out. The main one was Zabacosta was let go to Tottenham in a deal that will be worth 6.25 million. On to the Aston Villa result, which you would have missed. We managed to pick up a 2-1 win against Villa, so we bounced back after our defeat to United. Hopefully that'll give us the platform to make a good start to the Champions League. So just having a quick look through my notes there, players that you may not have realised that have gone. So Rudiger left to go to Borussia Dortmund, 41 million. We also brought in Fati, which we've spoke about, and let Pulisic go, which cost us 30 million plus Pulisic. Batshuayi's gone to Porto for 7.5 million. We've just spoke about Zabacosta, and at the end of last month, Haaland was named August Premier Player of the Month. So great start for him. We did pick up an injury to Valverde in the Villa game, which means he's out for today and the next 2 weeks. So this is what the team will look like today when we go up against Benfica. It is a little under strength, mainly due to the condition of some of our first team regulars. But we've got Donnarumma in goal, Aarons, Zuma, Skinner and Chilwell across the back line. Kante and Kovacic in the centre behind Havertz. And then up front we've got Ziyech, Werner and Abraham playing as the poacher today. We have got Haaland, Sancho on the bench, as well as Tomori, Mount, Gravenberch, James and Mendy. So I can't see us having too much of a problem. So with that said, let's jump into the game. So the team sheet is here. Just having a quick flick through the Benfica team sheet. Florento Luis is a player that I know can be devastating at times. Can really control the midfield. They've still got Grimaldo at left back. He's a player that a lot of FM players will know. He's one of them go-to players, but no one else that really stands out for me. We're going to go in there, pump our fists. Let's give the fans the performance they're expecting. So we're off and underway. Starting again with the positive mentality as we always do with this setup. I'm hoping it starts a little bit better than in the last live game. We didn't really get going in that game until the second half, and by then it was too late. I think that the game could certainly go our way. I can't see it being too much of an issue. I mean, Benfica are probably third favourites for this group. It's got to be us, then Dortmund, then Benfica. But we're not really creating anything in his first 10 minutes. Just have to see what happens. I mean, everyone's looking content. Aarons is happy at right back, probably because he's getting a game. Not got our captain on the field today. Zuma's in there. I think he has the captain's armband today. I think it might take a little while to get some of these players gelling. We've got a few new faces that we didn't have last season. I mean, the back line in itself, Donnarumma, Aarons and Skriniar, all new. But going forward, it's pretty much the same, especially for today's game. Going to switch up to an attacking mentality now, try and get a little bit more out of the players. There we go. And we'll also give a shout to demand more for the last 10 minutes of this first half. And the first highlight. And the ball goes across. It's dropped to Havertz in the middle. Conte. Out wide. He's found Ziyech. Aarons. Ziyech. Aarons has gone on ahead. Havertz. Back to Kovacic. Kovacic. Bringing it forward himself here. Out wide to Aarons. Aarons into the box. Abraham's there. And the keeper makes a save. Remains 0-0, but that's the first highlight of the game. And it's been since we switched to the attacking mentality. Still too early to make another shout just before half time. The players are looking happy at the moment now. I don't get this. Content up there and they were happy down here, but it's all switched around again. Nothing really happening in this for us at the moment, is it? Well, that's the end of the first half. We've been dominant as far as expected goals goes, but we're not getting the job done. Hands in pockets. I'm not happy with you. It's motivated the team. Hopefully that motivation will leak out first 15 minutes of the second half. If not, we'll get to 60 minutes and we'll look at bringing some other players on. Aarons to Ziyech. Ball taken off of Ziyech there, but he's got it back. Back to Aarons, to Kante, Aarons to Havertz. What can he do here? Kovacic, Out wide to Chilwell. He's got loads of space here. Into the box. Ziyech. He's been pulled by Grimado. Are we going to VAR? And a possible penalty shout here for Chelsea. Here it is. The VAR's checking it. It's been awarded. The penalty has been awarded. Grimado nudged Ziyech there. And now up steps Werner to add to his tally this season. Will he do it? He does. Bottom corner. Chelsea lead 1-0. Werner's 4th goal of the season. He was one of the players that I could have brought off had things not changed. We've got Fatty on the bench, I believe. No, we've got Sancho on the bench, so probably would have brought Sancho on for him. But at the moment, things are going a little bit better. Let's drop some praise on them. Get their tails up, the wind behind them. Everyone looks happy about that, apart from Werner, who's got this sad face again. So we've been expected 2.3 goals in this game, and we've only managed to score a penalty. It's not exactly brilliant. 2 clear-cut chances for us. I think we might make some changes. Let's make 2 changes, our normal thing we do. Abraham's got an injury, so we will make that change. Haaland on. And we will... I'm going to give Gravenberch a go, where Havertz was. And let's carry on, and hopefully we can extend our lead. To be honest, I'll be happy to just win it 1-0, get the game over with. But Werner into the box, Haaland's there. A looping header by Werner's ended up on Haaland's left peg, and we lead by 2-0 in the most unlikely of circumstances. Well, I'm definitely going to praise them now. It seems to work. If you score and then praise them within a couple of minutes of getting that goal, it really does seem to work this year and get the wind behind them. It sort of keeps them going. I'm going to have to make a decision on whether I bring Werner or Ziyech off. Both are looking a little worse for wear. The assistant's now mentioned it as well. I'm going to bring Ziyech off because Sancho does play better on that side anyway. So we're going to get that done. So maybe Sancho can, with his pace, electrify the defence again and maybe get one more for us. We're definitely on the front foot now. I'm not going to worry about any shouts. We'll just play this through now. Looking very good. Hopefully that's put us top of the league to begin with. 2.78 expected goals. 2 clear-cut chances in a single game. Very rarely see any clear-cut chances anyway. So we've definitely done a job against them. They've gone to a 4-2-4 now. Probably hoping to just get one last opportunity. I mean, we could take advantage of that potentially, but we've got a lot of worn-out players now. They've had the more possession. I mean, this tactic has changed our possession, our thoughts about having possession as well. I think that's going to be it. The game's over. It's a 2-0 win for us. So we may have lost that first game against United, but we've won this second game against Benfica. In the dressing room, I'm going to hold my arms out and say a good win and well done. That's got everyone green. With Moscow and Dortmund to play later on, we currently sit top of the group. Abraham has picked up a pulled groin in that game, so we're going to leave that to the physio. It's going to keep him out for around a week. So that's where we're going to end the episode. We'll have a quick look at the schedule to see what's coming up. There's no real big games coming up until Liverpool at the start of October. I think what I will do is play through all of this until Lokomotiv Moscow for the final game of the Champions League. That will be the next episode, and then I will either play Brighton or Bournemouth, either side of it. I'm not sure which one yet. That way we can see if we qualify for the Champions League knockout stage. After that, the competitions look like this. We're currently third in the league, behind Leicester by a point, and then level on points with Man City and Manchester United. Champions League, top of the group with Lokomotiv Moscow, second after beating Dortmund. So the team that was probably scheduled to finish bottom of this league is actually second at the moment. We've pulled Carlisle in the Carabao Cup, and we've already won the Community Shield, so that will be interesting. Just to have a quick look at how that's finishing up at the moment. Currently in the league, we're second best goal scorers. We've conceded the least. Haaland's our top goal scorer with 8 goals so far this season. Our best performer is Skriniar, playing at centre-back. And already Sancho's racked up 3 assists. Finances are looking very healthy now. 146 million in the bank. 53 million in the transfer budget. And still 4.6 million on the wage budget. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a thumbs up, share it with your friends, share it on Twitter any way you like, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already for more Football Manager content. For now guys, I'll see you again soon.